How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP Wi-Fi battle, and today we're going to hopefully be showcasing Ursaring in the new team I made. If you want to battle me, then join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Alright, we found our opponent, also known as Second Zone Rule, in the Discord. Go ahead and join the Discord if you want to battle. They've got a pretty cool looking team. They've got a Garchomp, a Gyarados, Hitmontop, Sceptile, Shuckle, never ever with the Shuckle, and Alakazam. This is our team. We've got Azelf, we've got Ursaring, we've got Crobat, Heatran, Garchomp, and a Rotom-Wash. Decided to throw some OU heat in there with the Heatran and the Garchomp. Gyarados I'm excited to see, because I never see Gyarados, and I really like Gyarados. I should use it more. I'm looking at this team setup, and I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Azelf. They're probably going to lead with Shuckle. We have Taunt on Azelf, so we could be able to just taunt it and get our Stealth Rocks up. And the battle begins. My opponent's going to lead off with the Alakazam, which is not what I expected them to lead with at all. I really thought the Shuckle would come in. As we lead off with our Azelf, which is fine. Looking at the team, they've got a Spinner in Hitmontop. Yeah, I think Hitmontop, yeah, it's the only hazard clearer they've got. So, there's a couple of things we could do here. We could go for Stealth Rock and then U-turn, or we could just go straight for the U-turn. The only problem with the U-turn one is, what do we switch in? I mean, we have Heatran. Heatran can switch in, but how well can it take a Focus Blast? That's the real question. I don't think they'll go for a Focus Blast, though. I think the play here is to go for Stealth Rocks. Get Stealth Rocks up early. It'll hurt the Garchomp. It'll force the Hitmontop to come in. So let's go for the Stealth Rocks. Screw it. There we go. Get the Stealth Rocks up real quick. And that Bubblegum Alakazam over there, what's he going to do to us? Nasty Plots. Okay, that is scary. Scary. I'm a bit confuzzled now. What do I do here? What do I do? I could go for a Taunt. Stop it from going in for a further Nasty Plot. We could go for a Psychic. We go for Psychic and then U-turn. Yeah, let's go for that. Then we break a Sash if we've got a Sash. Yeah, we'll go for a Psychic real quick, and it should do a little bit of damage, not too much. That does actually do decent damage, to be fair. As they go for an Energy Ball, they were probably expecting the Rotom to come in, to be fair, which makes sense. Going to hang on with our Focus Sash, and this next turn, we're going to go straight for a U-turn. So that is that. They might switch into Garchomp to stop the U-turn and also KO us with a Rough Skin. Doubt they will, though, because the Alakazam's kind of set up on us here. Let's go for the U-turn and see what we can do. They're actually going to withdraw the Alakazam after a Nasty Plot, which is... that takes some guts, that does. They go into the Hitmontop, the Rapid Spinner, as... well, we're going to go for a U-turn and get the heck out of there, so... that's always good. There's the Hitmontop animation. I love how it spins now in its idle. I like how they've got the mod maker, Yasuno, went for like a mixture of the actual, like, the dancing that it's doing. I think it's called Kappa something or other. And they also added the spin in there, which is really cool. So, Hitmontop. We have got Crobat for this. Crobat, I think, would be the perfect Pokemon to counter this Hitmontop in this particular instance. So let's go into Crobat real quick. Nice and shiny Crobat, the vampire bat that it is. A nice dark red. I think it suits really well. A nice blood red. So, Hitmontop's in. It's got leftovers. It's probably some sort of bulky variant. So I'm tempted to go either for Toxic or go for Brave Bird. Brave Bird hits everything on their team, pretty much. So I think Brave Bird's a solid shout. They're probably going to go for the Rapid Spin. Let's go for the Brave Bird. Let's just go for it. So they go for a Fake Out. That does unfortunately make us flinch because I'm not in a focus. I'm Infiltrator, you know, for the people who like to set up substitutes like Breloom and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to just hit through the substitutes. So I'm going to go for Brave Bird the next turn instead. There we go. Go for the Brave Bird the next turn. And it's really cool to see Hitmontop spinning on its head like that. I really enjoy it. So we'll go for Brave Bird. We'll see how much damage we're talking here. It nearly KOs, which is incredible, Crobat, you beast. As they go for a Rapid Spin this turn, which is, of course, going to get rid of said hazards. So that's a shame. That is a real shame. But what can you do? What can you do? They are probably going to outspeed us this turn. It depends. If they are a defensive Hitmontop, which I don't think they are, I think they're more than likely just the technician with loads of priority moves, which means we can probably expect a priority move next. In which case, do we want to stay in? Or do we go into Garchomp? Let's go Garchomp. I think Garchomp's the better one because then we'll get the KO with the rough skin. All right, there we go. We'll get Crobat out of there. We'll go into the old Garchomp over here. There we go. And there we go. Sucker Punch. Damn it. So that's a shame. It means the Hitmontop gets to live another day, which again is a shame. I was really hoping they'd go for something else there. We'll go straight for... They don't really have a good switch in here. We've got Gyarados. Gyarados can switch in, that's for sure. Let's just go straight for the Dragon Claw. It's safe. It's definitely safe. We want to play it safe for a little bit. Alright, they're going to withdraw the Hitmontop. What are they going to bring in? Probably Gyarados or Shuckle. Gyarados comes in. Nice and big and red. Gotta love it. There is the Gyarados. So we'll go for the Dragon Claw. It should do a decent amount of damage. It 2 shots, which is perfect. And that is because that is a Moxie Gyarados as opposed to an Intimidate one. So what are they going to do now? They're going to go for a Protect, which is interesting because, I mean, they should know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for another Dragon Claw, right? That was a bit risky because you didn't know for definite that I was Choice Scarfed. I could, easily go for a Swords Dance right there, but, it's whatever. Let's go for another Dragon Claw, and we'll just take out the Gyarados unless they switch out, but I don't see what they bring in here. They might sack Hitmontop. They might be going to Shuckle. Shuckle is a good one. Shuckle is definitely a good one. That's for sure. So we'll go for a Dragon Claw. It does a decent little amount of damage to the Shuckle. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into our Azelf, and we'll go for a Taunt because I really don't want Sticky Webs up. Really don't want Sticky Webs up. And if they do get Sticky Webs up, we U-turn and we go into Crobat. So there's the Sticky Webs, of course. It would be, wouldn't it? As this next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go for a... No. Go for a Taunt. I don't want them to set up any more of their Sticky Web shenanigans. Stealth Rocks even. I don't want them to set up Stealth Rocks. So they go for an Infestation expecting the Taunt. Wow. Okay, so that is pretty awesome. What we can do now is we can go into Crobat, and Crobat from here can go ahead and go for a Defog and get rid of those Sticky Webs. So that's great. So we'll go into Crobat real quick. We'll go into Crobat real quick, and we'll just go ahead and go for a Defog. Get rid of those Sticky Webs. I just don't want them there. Just don't want them there. And they might switch out. They might switch out here. They might. It's a big might. They are going to switch out into the Shuckle, as it can only go for an Infestation, and it's not worth getting a Toxic to the face, as in comes the Gyarados, and obviously we know for a fact the Gyarados doesn't have Intimidate. Obviously, it hasn't activated it. We've got 2 beautiful red shinies right here as well. I'm pretty sure that Brave Bird will KO from here. Pretty sure. I mean, look at the damage Dragon Claw did. And this is a Brave Bird. It's like double the base power. It's not double, but it's close, close. So we'll go for Brave Bird real quick, and it should take out the Gyarados. So let's do that. Boom, bop, Gyarados flops. There we go. So bye-bye, Gyarados. It was nice knowing you. What do they bring in now to check this Crobat? Do they bring in Hitmontop so they can go for a Sucker Punch again? Or do they bring in Garchomp? Is Garchomp Scarfed? Do they bring in Sceptile maybe? Is Focus Sash and it's got an Unburden? Or do they bring in the Alakazam? No, they can't bring in Alakazam. Alright, they're going to bring in the Hitmontop. So I'm guessing with the Hitmontop, they're deciding to go for like, Sucker Punch shenanigans, get their Batarang out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and switch out once again. This time I'm going to go into our Rotom over here, because Rotom seems like a pretty good one. Rotom, and then we could obviously just go for a Volt Switch. If they bring in the Garchomp, we go for a Burn. If they don't bring in the Garchomp, we get a Volt Switch on something. So it's always great. It works out for us anyway. Let's just say that. So they go for a Fake Out, which is going to do a little tiny bit of damage to us, which isn't too big of a deal. As this next turn, what we can do is we can just go straight for a Volt Switch, as I said earlier. So we'll do just that. We'll go for a Volt Switch. All right, there we go. They're going to withdraw the Hitmontop. What are they going to bring in? What do they bring in? The Garchomp. Okay, Garchomp's fine. We can deal with Garchomp. Nice and shiny. Another red shiny. I think I have a thing about red shinies. I just really like red shinies, okay? Let's go for a Will-O-Wisp real quick. And, all right, so they're going to go for a Draco Meteor. They are a special Garchomp. Interesting. That does a solid amount of damage to Rotom, which is a shame. However, getting the burn off is still really good because I'm sure they have a Earthquake tucked away there for a certain Heatran. So Hopefully we can hit this. There we go. Get the Will-O-Wisp off. Damn, that really caught me off guard, that did. I've not seen Special Garchomp yet. Actually, no, I did. I tell a lie. I saw it in a practice battle that I was having earlier with this team against Unbei. He wrecked me, man. He wrecked me, and I wasn't recording it, so don't ask. I'm thinking about what I could switch in here. And obviously my gut's telling me, hey, go into Heatran. Heatran can take a Draco Meteor. But then on the flip side, there's Earthquake. Earthquake could do some damage. But then on the flip side, I'm like, going to Ursaring. I think what I'll do is, I'll go into Heatran first. Then I'm going to Garchomp, expecting the Earthquake. And they go for the Draco again, which is great. That we're going to eat that up like it's nothing. Boom, boom, boom. Easily ate that up because we are a solid Heatran over here. So they could still go for an Earthquake. And you know what? I think even after the burn, Earthquake will probably still KO my Heatran because I've got a more offensive Heatran going on here. So what I'm going to do now is, expecting an Earthquake, I'm going to go straight into Garchomp. I think Garchomp's a solid switch here. And what we can do is we can just go for a... Actually, no. Do we do that? Do we do that? We're going to Rotom. I want to kind of get a free switch into our Ursaring here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Rotom, expecting them to maybe switch out. That's always an option. Expecting them to maybe switch out or not. They might go for an Earthquake on the Heatran. All right, they're actually going to withdraw their Garchomp. What are they going to go into, though? Shuckle? Hey, that works for me. Because you know what this means, don't you? It means Rotom can fire off a Hydro Pump at that thing's face. And that is just what we want. So let's go ahead and go into Rotom real quick. Motorhead over here. And we've got two small Pokemon on the field right now. Very small. Very small. And let's go for a Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump should do a lot of damage to it. It won't KO it, but it won't even hit. It won't even hit. It's not fair. Why can't it hit? I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. And found. Lost and found. Still going to go for a Hydro Pump because that just seems like a more solid play. So let's go for the Hydro Pump. There we go. See, if we hit the first one, we could have prevented Sticky Webs from getting up. But unfortunately, Sticky Webs will be coming. I'm sure of it. So they're going to heal up with a berry real quick. Shuckle's going to get his Sticky Webs up, which is really frustrating. Oh, we get lucky. We get really lucky. And they go for a Toxic. That is so lucky. And the reason it's lucky is obviously because I can deal with Stealth Rocks. I don't want to deal with Sticky Webs. So we'll go for another Hydro Pump. Hopefully we hit. If we don't, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm going to be really annoyed. There we go. Go for another Hydro Pump. Take out the Shuckle. Bye, Shuckle. That's right. I did it. I Fuckled with Shuckle. So Shuckle goes down. We are poisoned. However, I don't think we need Rotom for much else in this game, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let Rotom go down to whatever comes in next. So in comes the Sceptile. Sceptile is a badass Pokemon. I don't know what it's going to go for. No idea what it's going to go for, to be honest with you. Just in case it's physical and it tries to set up Swords Dance, I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. Doubt they would do that. They go for a Leaf Storm instead, which is, of course, going to go ahead and take us out. Now, are they White Herb with Unburden? Probably. I'm not seeing a White Herb. There's the White Herb. That's got to be it, right? Yeah, White Herb. So it's White Herb Unburden. Gonna guess it has Earthquake. Crobat's probably the best option here, right? I think Crobat's the best option. But you know how much of me wants to go into Ursaring. But no, they'll have Focus Blast, won't they? So I think Crobat's definitely the best option here. I mean, you know, we've got to deal with Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are there. But, Jesus, look how big Crobat is compared to Sceptile. Like, what is going on there? Why is Crobat so big? I think we go for a Brave Bird here. They might take us out with Dragon Pulse, but there's a chance we won't. No, we would definitely die into that Dragon Pulse. That is a shame. That is a real shame. So, what do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here? We go into Garchomp. And I'm pretty sure Garchomp can take a Dragon Pulse because it's a bulky boy. And it's a Sceptile and they're not really that powerful. Might be completely underestimating it, but I think we go for Outrage here, and we'll just go on a Rampage. That's all I can think to do. So they go for a Dragon Pulse, of course. It's going to do a lot of damage to us, but it's not going to take us out. Look at that, barely over half. Go for an Outrage. That should take out the Sceptile nice and easily. There we go. Garchomp is a beast. True beast. True beast. True force to be reckoned with. And now they bring in the Hitmontop. Hitmontop's obviously coming in right now to get off a Intimidate. Not only that, it's going to get off a priority move, which should do a lot of damage to Garchomp. I can't see Mach Punch taking us out, though. They go for a Sucker Punch instead, which is unstabbed, so it's definitely not going to take us out. Rough Skin goes into effect, which is great, and we can go for an Outrage and take out the Hitmontop. Now, hopefully we are confused this turn, because ideally I would like Garchomp to get out of there. There we go. Garchomp can get out of there, and then we can use Garchomp as a backup just in case. So, hopefully, in this situation, they bring in the Garchomp, and we can just sack something off. I don't think they will. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to bring in Alakazam, so they're obviously taking advantage of the fact that I am a confused Garchomp. I'm very confused about my situation right now. So what I'm going to do is get the heck out of there. And I'm going to go into... I'm going to go into Heatran. Going into Heatran real quick. Do they expect the Heatran and go for Focus Blast? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think Garchomp's our win condition here, though. Definitely. You know, because the health we're at, we can take a rough skin damage from their Garchomp, so it's not too big of a deal. They're going to withdraw their Alakazam. Go into Garchomp. They just 180'd on me. They just completely... Is that the right saying? Probably not. They just completely screwed me over. Damn. That's fine, though, because we get a free switch into Garchomp if the Heatran goes down to Earthquake. So, Garchomp's kind of winning. I know I said this was an Ursaring team, and Ursaring hasn't left its Pokeball the entire game. Well, yeah. There's a good reason for that. It's because I hadn't had the opportunity. Might be able to get the opportunity against this thing. So let's go for a Flash Cannon real quick, just in case we live. They go for a Surf. So no Earthquake? I really thought Earthquake would be there, you know? Really thought Earthquake would show its face. I know they're burned and everything, but Earthquake should have still KO'd. As we get the KO on the Garchomp. Obviously, we didn't KO with Flash Cannon, but I mean because the burn's going to take it out the next turn. So there's the burn, taking out the Garchomp. And all that's left is the Alakazam. Alakazam can definitely take out the Heatran. But hopefully, I'm really gutted that Ursaring hasn't got to do anything this game, you know? Really gutted. I really wanted it to do something, you know? Something, anything. So we'll go for a Flash Cannon anyway, just in case they don't KO us with a Psychic. They should KO us with a Psychic, though. Yeah, they do. So Heatran goes down, which is fine. And now I'm going to bring in Ursaring, because I just kind of want to see what we can do. We know they've got Psychic, we know they've got Energy Ball, we know they've got Nasty Plot, they've probably got Focus Blast. But, you know, there's always the chance that we don't get KO'd by the Focus Blast. So it all rests on this point. Let's go for the Facade and get the KO. They go for a Psychic, we should live that. Yeah, we live that, cool. Get the special defense drop. We should definitely be able to just go for a Facade right now. So we got to use Ursaring to take out the Alakazam. There we go. That counts as using Ursaring. That definitely counts. So Ursaring, tagged a hit from Alakazam, goes for the Facade, takes out the Alakazam, and that is GG. So that was a pretty fun game. That was pretty fun. That was quite close. You know, I had Garchomp in the back. Yeah, but thank you anyway for the battle. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. With that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.